The cross, our only hope. That was and is the motto of my religious community, the Congregation of Holy Cross. And that was something that we were told all the time. And I remember hearing it for the first time in 1986 and contemplating on it and not really getting it, but maybe shaking my head with a rhetorical shaking of yes, yes, as if I understood the full esoteric meaning. As I contemplated it in terms of the resurrection. Basically, that the crucifixion was completely related to the resurrection, and that the resurrection made sense of the crucifixion. And there we have this happy ending. I don't know if that's enough anymore. The crucifixion and death, when we really get down to it, it's the only certainty that we have. Everything else that happens after that moment is on faith and hope based on accounts from those who have no quantitative data. And it leaves a question of, what if there was no resurrection? If we knew right now with certainty that there was no resurrection, would we still follow the way of Christ? Would we still click into our Zoom masses and services? Without the resurrection, what do we have? An innocent man who was put to death for no real reason other than a perceived threat to the political establishment of the time. And for his message of love that had the threat of toppling an empire, Jesus was willing to die. He knew he was going to die. But did he know he was going to rise from the dead? The Johannine writers indicate that yes, he did know, but not so much with the synoptics. If Jesus knew he was going to rise from the dead, then is the crucifixion anything more than just theater? Just an act to get through before the final scene? His human nature had to question what was going to happen next. Otherwise, free will has really been watered down. His faith gave the strength to honor his integrity and thirst for justice to the point that death was a fair price to pay with the guarantee of nothing else. Did the martyrs who have followed the example of Christ need his resurrection in order to live their faith, their lives of faith, hope, justice, and love? Some of our modern day martyrs, such as Martin Luther King, Bonhoeffer, Donovan, Clark, Kazel, Ford, Romero. A few modern day martyrs who died in the renamed Trinity of justice, love, and faith. Their acts were committed with no requirement of resurrection or any contemplation of it. I hope that I am not fooling myself into believing that I have a Christian faith that is maturing. But whether or not it is growth, I am at a point where I don't need the resurrection for my faith in Christ. But I do need the martyrs who died for a greater good. I do need Jesus on the cross to understand the integrity, justice, and love that is worth death. And in this sense, the cross indeed is our only hope.